How could you not love these faces? Look at them. Eli, you want to go for a ride? You want to go to the park? Bark. Bark. That's it. Bark it up, beast. Here, watch them come in. They're so excited to go for a ride. Woo! Come on. Come on. Inside. Get your buns inside. PTPOP here. All four lobes of my brain securely bound behind my back. And today I want to talk about why call centers are so goddamn demeaning. Subscribe if you like my videos. Subscribe. Say hello. Why are call centers so goddamn demeaning to me? I have a hard time with call centers because once upon a time, in the early 2000s, I worked for a major corporation and I was in the beginning of my second year working there. And I was on course to make six figures with this company. 6 figures. I was what was known as the Technical Services Representative, or Technical Services Manager, TSM. And my responsibility was to meet with and coordinate meetings with chief information officers of 8 major corporations here in the Cleveland area. And one of my clients was Sherwin-Williams, another one was Diebold that makes the ATM machines, another one was TRW, Beef Corporation, fine institutions like that. So every week I would meet with chief information officers in these massive boardrooms with big oak tables. And there were no cigars or brandy, but I was making good money and I had a good job and I finally had made it.
One day, as Bob Dylan would put it, the axe just fell. And I was out in the street.
Well, that company went out of business and I got laid off. And I decided I had another offer from a company, a telecom company in the Cleveland area that was going to pay me about less than half of what I had been making. I had to go to work in Akron. And I'm sorry, Mr. LeBron James, I don't like Akron. Akron is the armpit of Cleveland. Or it's the butthole of Cleveland, and there's nothing really all that sexy about Akron, no matter what LeBron James says. And I just turned it down so I could move to Phoenix, Arizona. I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, and I had call center background already from previous years, and I got a job with Wells Fargo Bank, selling home equity lines of credit. And I was making there, maybe, if I was lucky, $32,000 a year, something like that. So I went from making close to $100,000 a year down to $32,000. I went from sitting across the table from chief information officers of Sherwin-Williams to sitting next to people that were drooling and sleeping at their desk, and they were living each day was their biggest goal was getting outside for their cigarette break. I went from the highest high to the lowest low within about a year, or not even a year, it was 6 months. After I got laid off, it was about 6 months, I ended up in Phoenix. Every call center I've ever been in has had a Wheel of Fortune game, where if you get a sale, you get to stand up and spin the Wheel of Fortune, and if you land on a certain number, you get entered in the lottery. And in the lottery, if you win the lottery, you get a gift certificate to Kohl's. I mean, a gift certificate to Kohl's. You know, they would have movie day in the break room sometimes. And some of the call centers have game rooms. They have game rooms where you can play pool and you can play foosball. Woo! You can play foosball. Woo! You know, I played foosball for 4 years of college in my fraternity house. It's I don't know. It's hard to play it without a beer in your hand. I can't get into it unless I'm shit-faced. I'm sorry. Or like when I was at this one place out west, if you got a sale, you had to ring a bell. You had to ring a little bell, go ding, and then the supervisor come running over. Her name was Sharon. Sharon was like the 6'2" skinny black chick who was all full of energy, and she'd come over and say, "Hey everybody, Pete got a sale, woohoo! Way to go, Pete! Way to go, woohoo, Pete!" And that was all I got, because at that place, you had to make like thousands of sales before you even made like $50. It was really crooked. It was like magazine sales or something. It wasn't Dial America. I worked there for like 2 minutes, but it wasn't Dial America. And it's so demeaning. And then what do? They put you through training, and they give you what they call a graduation. Like you're graduating from college or something, and they have like a little ceremony. You come up and you get a little like plaque that they, paper plaque that they print out on the, the printer. And then they give everybody pizza. Everybody gets pizza. They try to appease the employees in this horrible, shitty job with pizza. And they have like Donato's Pizza come in with 100 boxes of pizza of every kind. And they say, oh, isn't this great? You get to work for a company that gives you free pizza. Free pizza and Wheel of Fortune. Woohoo! And I'm telling you, I mean, if you've never been to the top and you've never had a good paying job, a prestigious job, you don't know any better. You don't know that there's something better. Because if your last job before you got to work at the call center was McDonald's, I guess you view it as a step up. I don't know. But I can guarantee you that they're being condescending and demeaning. They're trying to pacify you with things that like an 8th grader would like. Like, I don't want to play Wheel of Fortune. Give me the fucking money. Stop giving me these Kohl's gift certificates after playing Wheel of Fortune. Stop pacifying me with pizza and start paying me $20 an hour to come in here and do this shit job. For me, call center work was like a huge low point for me. And that's how I felt about it. And that's how I view it. And that's how I viewed it. And I don't see it any differently. I know I can do better. But my problem is I've been out of telecommunications for so long, and it's changed so much, it's almost impossible for me to get a job in telecom now, because I don't have the education and the certifications, like the Cisco certifications and all that stuff that they want you to have. If you've reached the pinnacle of your career, and there's no other jobs, and you take that, you're going to start seeing how they treat everybody like little 8th graders or 6th graders. So, I don't know, people. There are people over here at this. I'm taking my dogs to the park, my wonderful dogs. So, I think I'm going to take them over here to the football fields and have some fun with them. They love the park. We'll go up to this hill here. Alright, people.
Just the lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is luck, and though we may be blind, love is here to stay. That's enough.